not particularly great.
Yeah, that's true. Forev, obviously, with the big counter. They are going to pop the ultimate here. No Tail trying to go for QL, but it's now going to be surrounded by 3 heroes. That fourth comes in as Dubu's going to throw out the paralyzing cast, but here comes those 2 defensive supports. Forev, he does have that level 6, so even if they manage to get off the Shallow Grave, it's not going to matter, but the Culling Blade, it's just not quite enough. Now they throw out the Shallow Grave, and damn, I bet Forev misses that Culling Blade now as QO needs to be healed up by Dubu. Runs out of mana, though, and QO may just get run down, kicked to death by Moon, barely able to stay out. Meanwhile, MP gets the spin onto Fly, knows he's dead, and just accepts his fate. Finally, the kill being picked up by Crit for first blood, but Witch Doctor manages to secure the counter onto Dazzle. That he can catch him with the second waveform. Meanwhile, QO is playing a rather dangerous game. He's going to come forward, tries to go on Fly. Is low enough, another right click, almost finished him off, but they still managed to get the kill onto Dazzle. The Boars, though, get the kill for Moon instead. Not worth the trade-off.
Combine that with Inner Beast and Overcharge.
Bevy trying to get the deny. Meanwhile, MVP Phoenix coming in from the side. They're going to go and start going on Crit, but Miracle is going to challenge Dubu here. The right click almost enough to finish him off, but he managed to get a fairy fire. Meanwhile, Crit, a heal actually managed to stop the Culling Blade, and again, that movement speed might be critical as MVP Phoenix are not able to get themselves, extricate themselves out of that team fight. That'll be Axe going down first. The Witch Doctor almost cleaned up. Miracle self actually jumps over to him, trying to pick up the Matter Root, but this could be perfect. Miracle almost gets bursted down immediately, starts dwarfing strength though, and now the rest of OG able to surround their carry and push back against MVP Phoenix, getting the initiation, and now the push uphill. Perez stuck on the cliff is going to try and make his way back down. Blinks in, manages to get the call, but just can't get the damage done as the rest of his team is being pushed back by No Tail. Now Forev is going to get stunned up by Miracle, rather large stun at that. QO gets the chains, creates the space for Forev to be able to get the blink out. They don't quite get it. They have the vision from Bevy. Are actually going to be able to slow down these 2 heroes, maybe long enough for the Axe to be able to jump in, but not fast enough as Bevy does get bursted down. The Axe still not here, and is not going to be able to get there in time to be able to get the Culling Blade. No Tail gets stalled up a little bit more. MP is going to join the fight, actually. They do have a relocate forward. They're just looks going to be able to pop this Dragon Knight. Finally, they will bring him down with that pop, but no, it's now going to be the Witch Doctor who goes down. They turn towards taking at Crit. 3 more seconds, but not fast enough. The Culling Blade takes him out. Now MVP Phoenix on full retreat, at least attempting to, but Perez going to get caught, and MP, who spun away, who's now trying to keep that healing ward to somehow run himself all the way back to the tier 2, but it's just not. Probably a little bit of a warning signal to MVP Phoenix. They may still get caught here, though, as it's jump in. Dragon Tail leading the way. They managed to get the call counter, but still Miracle's going to be able to pop QO nonetheless. And Forev, again, just not tanky enough to be able to survive the onslaught of 5 different heroes. They don't even need Moon Meander here. Just Miracle and No Tail by themselves are rapidly chipping away at that tier 3 tower. MVP Phoenix, they're trying to set this fight up from behind right now with this smoke. It's going to cost them their tier 3 tower, but they do manage to get the initiation. Who's going to be the first one? Almost gets bursted down. Culling Blade not going to be there in time, but they've already lost their Witch Doctor in return. Healing Ward also down, and MP has to retreat all the way back through. Miracle is going to start slowing him down with that Scotty. Now buyback coming out from MVP Phoenix. Witch Doctor is going to be one, and I imagine the Forev's going to be coming up next. Miracle jumps forward and takes the Witch Doctor out a second time. Sleight of Fist just not doing enough. Jump forward. No Tail not able to catch QO, but they've already taken the objective they needed. Forev pops the blade nail as he managed to get the call into No Tail, but he's being tanky, and MP, he doesn't even come close to cutting through the dragon, and Forev goes down to secondary time, and now MP going to be chased away by Miracle. As there it is, MVP Phoenix. They probably knew it for the last 10 minutes, but this is very clearly GG in game 1. Rampage denied. Just an ultra kill for Miracle, but putting in some work with that Morphling, but it was all set up by the space created and just overall strategy of the laning phase by OG. They never let MVP Phoenix start that running ground.
More popular at this point, and Armlet.
Perez going to be stoned up once again, does manage to get off the Anchor Smash, doesn't matter though. That pure damage cutting right through the Kraken shell.
Flips and go for the double melt strike. Back to your point about the Sven not being terribly farmed because of if he doesn't go for HOD. They do have the CA for massive damage output.
Chronosphere, they're going to try and catch out and kill QO with this one. The Sunray, everything else seems like it should be enough. He starts sprinting himself away, and it looks like the wand may be just enough. No, it's not going to be as Icarus Dive comes through. Well, it's Roshan This is why you see OG taking so much control of the Radiant jungle and setting up for a potential kill here on Forever. They need the right kind of chronosphere to be able to set this up, and they've got it perfectly. No Tail will be able to beat into the Tidehunter underneath the chronosphere like that, but it's not quite enough. And now Forever, he's caught off the anchor smash, and they might just be able to pop Moon, who's completely out of mana. Forever burning on the side. Moon battling up against MP with the amplified damage on him. Just a little bit more damage. Somebody right-click it, but no! He's making the escape away, and MVP Phoenix, they've already lost one, about to lose two if MP can't get away from Miracle. Bevy hoping to be able to get some mana. Stormbolt comes out. Miracle's got the time plus the Sunray to be able to take out MP. OG diving in deep against MVP Phoenix, but will score 2 more kills, perhaps make it a third. Bevy, he thought he was going to be all over, but not over until Miracle picks up the triple. Maybe underneath the tier 2, has to back himself away. The Supernova covers his tracks though, and OG will be able to escape unscathed.
Nice play by the Vengeful Spirit, just barely outside the Chronosphere, and again, nice combo with the Tornado EMP, but I don't know if it's going to be enough.
MVP Phoenix knows there's a lot on cooldown here for OG, and they can try and fight this one, but OG comes storming in through the backline, and now the stomp, it hits on 2, and MVP are going to be left to die here as QO. Oh, managed to get off the armlet toggle just in time. Crit managed to dodge the tornado, though. Somehow OG's keeping all their heroes alive. QO gets popped, and Bevy underneath the tier 1 tower. Doesn't matter. OG will take it all to stop MVP Phoenix from looking for this fight. They've been off map for so long. OG still maintaining a very disciplined front here, as Miracle's going to be one to scout this out. The smoke does pop, he immediately blinks himself away, and OG start responding in kind, but QO still managed to try to jump on a Moon. Is it going to be enough though? They try and blow him up. The Sunray over the top is keeping Moon alive, and now the light instantly dies to Miracle, and he's going to look for one with the double damage. QO doesn't stand a chance. The rest of MVP Phoenix being cleared out by No Tail, as he makes sure there's no push forward by them. Forever, if he wants to be able to survive through this, may even have to blow the Ravage, but he knows it's not going to be worth it.
Miracle did too much damage in that fight. Tezo now complete.
Yeah, Fly with the preemptive Sunray as well, keeping Moon Meander alive.
And Crit's positioning has been really good. He's always just sitting really far back in the trees, hard to find, and MP.
Free kill there, Chronosphere with a Sunray. Invoker burns. The BKB now up for the Sven. At this point, we're not even looking at OG dodging fights necessarily, as they have such a gigantic net worth advantage that they can fight into MVP Phoenix.
It just seems like they know exactly what MVP's move is going to be next.
Yeah, exactly. Now it's their turn to be on the offensive. MVP Phoenix trying to do some ancients of their own. OG have plenty of initiation though, thanks to Moon. They're going to be able to make the jump, manage to get the Stormbolt. Maybe he's going to be burnt. Now they've got the Chronosphere on it. 2 with the Sunray over the top. Miracle with the double. And MVP Phoenix still struggling to find a single kill in this game as we push past 20 minutes. Febby, they're good to go.
And as backup, they have the hand of Midas on the Phoenix in case someone tries to get heavily focused down later. Maybe he can pick up a Scepter, but that's talking about Waylay. I don't know if MVP can even survive until then.
Yeah, you're talking about 35 minutes plus when I'm not even sure if MVP Phoenix are going to be able to stop this one push uphill from OG. Scott Strength come forward instantly, hangs up. Nice play by Bevy. Tornado EMP, BKB is going to be used by No Tail. Now they turn towards Forever, trying to force out that Ravage. Well, the BKBs are still up, he doesn't even use it. And then he'll get a buyback and try and go round 2. OG can just try and back away if they want to, but they can stay and fight with No Tail holding the line there. Man, it's going to Stormbolt and a 3-man Chronosphere from Moon. Their Ravage is going to be able to jump back some of the heroes, but they still have the ball from Crit. Long range counter initiation is managed to hit the ultimate just on time. Mass buyback now for MVP Phoenix, as they have yet to pick up a single kill. They just don't look to it all. Crit, he might even die, but the ult scepter goes down. QO can't even get him as OG swarm into him. Crit hiding in the trees. MP wants it bad. He's going to look for it with the EMP. Still not enough, and the GG goes down. A flawless game from OG as they move on in game 2. What a powerful performance.
It's been a long time since I've witnessed a shutout in high-level pro Dota.
Unbelievable. MVP Phoenix were moving into this series looking so good, having beat Liquid 2-0 like that, but now it's OG's turn to get the 2-0.